Oh man, come on, Justin. Your wife told you. Stay out of the corn. So what do? I go get lost in the corn. Oh, you're an idiot. I'm never going to make it back in time for my review tonight. Oh, come on, man. Ah, frick. I just want to see if you could get into a maze when it's not a corn maze, if it's just corn. But apparently you can get just as lost. Well, hopefully I figure my way out so we can get to this review. Hello? Anybody hear me? What am I thinking? I am never going to get back in time for this review. Oh, here we go. Oh, thank God. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. I decided to go get lost in the corn. I didn't think I was going to make it back in time to do the review. Today we'll be reviewing the Kershaw Emerson CQC 5K. Stay tuned. Whew, alright guys, I managed to make it out of the corn. So let's go ahead and get on with this review. I just got a couple quick announcements real fast. I do have the hashtag beardochallenge going on right now. I am trying to raise $1,000 by the end of October, and I will shave off my luscious beard. So I will put a card up in the corner for that video with the donation video. Also, I have my 1-year anniversary giveaway going on with these great gifts right here. That runs until Friday, and I will call the winner on Saturday. And I will throw a card up here as well for the giveaway video. Definitely go check that out. Alright, so let's go ahead and get on with this. This is the Kershaw Emerson CQC 5K, and this is courtesy of the great people over at Grindworx.com. I want to thank them for this. Also, I'd like to, a few other things on Grindworx. Right now is National Knife Week, and they are offering free shipping all week on all knife orders. And also they have a promotion going on right now. If you leave a review on your favorite knife on Grindworx, you could possibly win a chance, or possibly win a $25 gift certificate. So definitely check that out. A $25 gift card for some knives. Hey, why not? Free stuff. So I will throw a link down in the description below for Grindworx, and I will also throw a link in the description below for the Kershaw. Alright, so this is a knife designed by Ernest Emerson, which, if you guys get a chance, look him up. It's a real good read. The guy's extremely interesting. He used to be a engineer, machinist in the aerospace industry. Excuse me. He started making knives in 1978, and his first knife was actually a Bali knife. And he kind of did knives for a little bit, and then he kind of stepped up his game in the 90s. He did what they call his pre-tactical stage, which he did kind of artsy knives. They were folders, lockbacks, liner locks, but he used materials that he utilized from the aerospace industry, such as your titaniums and micartas and so on, and beautiful knives. So he was also a very environmentally conscious knife maker. He never used any materials from plants or animals that were endangered, or any kind of endangered or protected or anything like that. He stayed clear away from that. So just good all-around guy. He was a martial artist. I don't know, the guy, martial artist, edge weapons expert. It's a great read, trust me. And then he founded Emerson Knives in 1996, made knives for the Navy and NASA, and that's actually where he came up with the design for the CQC. And CQC, for those of you that are not familiar with that term, is close quarter combat. That's what they call it in the military. And he came up with this wave feature. And this wave feature is actually not what most of us know it for in the EDC world. This is a quick pocket deploy in the EDC world. It catches on your pocket and deploys. But what this was originally designed for is it's a blade catcher, so when you're doing the CQC hand-to-hand combat, this was actually meant to catch a knife blade from sliding up over your hand and cutting it. And then he discovered one day as he was pulling it out of his pocket in the right angle that it would deploy. So then the wave feature, he called it the Emerson Wave. Unfortunately, Leatherman had the patent on the wave name, so he called it the wave feature. So this is the thing that really caught my eye and made me ask Grindworx. I've been looking at the CQCs for a while, and this is what drove me to this knife. And unfortunately, this is what has drove me away from this knife. So my issue with the wave, the way I hold a knife, I generally am on top of it, and that is a major hot spot for me. So that's kind of an issue for me. If I was keeping this knife, I would more than likely just grind it down. It's not that huge of a crisis, you know, the quick deploy. It's neat and everything, but it's not necessary. I mean, it is a nice finger ramp, but for me, when I hold back on the knife like this, it feels very unbalanced on how I hold it. I think another way you could improve this knife if you wanted to keep the wave feature is if you actually put a forward finger choil in the blade. Yeah, you'd lose a little bit of blade, but you would be able to come up on it and my thumb's completely away from that wave. So it doesn't affect me at all. I would be able to work like that. I would be more comfortable. So there's a couple options if that's something that bothers you. The thing that I love about this knife is the handle. I love this handle. And I'll throw all the specs up here real quick. And let's get some quick size comparisons before I get too far into this. And it'll be a sad size comparison for me today. So our first size comparison will be the Ontario Rat 2. Relatively similar size. Then we'll go with the Tuya Knife Bruiser. And the reason it's sad, today this will be the last day that you guys see my zero tolerance up for size comparison. She's being rehomed to the great state of Michigan, and I will be receiving a custom paramilitary 2 in her place. So, also, of course, a Bic lighter. Alright, so you got your 8CR13 MOV stainless steel, which I think a lot of us, even in the budget world, we're starting to get over, mainly because of companies stepping up with the D2. The D2 is a great budget steel. I mean, it has a better edge retention. I'll throw the knife steel chart up so you can get some comparisons on some stuff. But the D2, and they're comparable prices. I mean, I think this one is right around, I think you can get it for like 37 bucks for the R2D2 and D2. And the Tuya Bruiser, I believe, runs right around 50. But I know they're a little more. This one runs $29.99 on Grindworx.com. But it's just showing you there's some other companies that are stepping up their blade steel. I think some of these major companies are more basing off of their name. They know that we all know their names. You know, everybody knows Kershaw, everybody knows CRKT, stuff like that. So for me anymore, when it comes to the 8CR13, I will still get some. Like I said, it's not a horrible steel. There is just way better steels at price ranges that are right in the same area. It's super easy to put a wicked edge on. Not the greatest edge retention, but like I said, they could just step that up. Handle is G10. Tip up only, right side or left. Not deep carry, actually leaves quite a bit. I do like the clip design though. I do like this clip. I wish it was a little deeper, but I like his logo on there. You got your lanyard hole, which is completely enclosed. Back spacer. These liners are non-skeletonized, which, you know, even with that, it's not horrible on the weight. I believe the weight's 3.78. Let's get the scale out real quick. Alright, let's see what we got. So we will go 3.9. Let's see what we get in grams. 111 grams. So not horrible on the weight. Like I said, the handle's what I love. It is a thicker handle. It's just over a ½ inch. It's built like a tank. These liners are nice and thick. It's got a solid, kind of hard to get with that black on black. Maybe if I turn it. Here we go. I really can't get a good shot of that. But anyway, it's about just under 50% lockup. But look at those, I mean, those liners are just thick, solid, and I love how that, you know, I love to be able to feel a knife in my hand. I like a bigger handle. It doesn't bother me. I know some people like a little more inconspicuous, but I just like the way this handle really feels. And it feels like it's solid. That G10, it's got a decent texturing. The jimping is worthless. And a lot of times, too, if you get these black-coated blades, I don't know if y'all have ever paid attention, but a lot of the black-coated blades, it really smooths out that jimping. That's only jimping they have is just on the handle up here and there. Like I said, you can use that as a finger ramp. Oh yeah, and in an emergency, a bottle opener. It's got a thumb disc instead of the thumb stud, which I actually like. I like the deployment with it. Believe it probably runs on, I should have checked that. I believe it's probably Teflon or phosphorus bronze. Should have looked into that. I guess I didn't check real good. Nice clip point, got the little swedge on top. Blade stock's not real thick, pretty comparable to, thanks Cat, the Ontario Rat 2. Like I said, it rides in the pocket decent. Just this as a hot spot really bothers me. Also, I know a lot of people were kind of turned off by the slotted. The slotted really doesn't bother me. I know Kit Carson, on some of his designs with the CRKT, I believe he purposely put a slit pivot in it so you could adjust it with a coin. That way, if you were out and about and you didn't have any tools, you could still adjust your knife. To me, I think that's kind of cool if I can use a coin. And let's see. Can I use a coin to adjust it? Oh, this one, not quite. So that, you know, so I guess for me that is kind of a fail. I don't mind it, but I wish it would fit a coin. I really like the CRKT design with it fitting in the coin. It has nice deployment. The fit and finish is really good. I had no issues. They actually, and I mean, I've gotten with budget Kershaws, yeah, we're pretty even. A lot of times down here on the very edge of the grind, they'll be uneven. I think my wife's shuffle, I don't remember if it's the shuffle she's got. No, it must have been the shuffle I gave away. But it had a grind that came up to here, and then the other side went full on. Kershaw, I think, in my opinion, I like Kershaw. They're probably one of my favorite budget brands, but their quality control is hit and miss. I just bought a Kershaw shuffle from Walmart yesterday, and it was really off. I mean, really off. The blade centering is real off. So I checked it out, took it apart. It was missing a washer. It just had one washer in there. So I replaced it and put another one in there, and now it's good to go. But just little things like that, you know. I think, you know, CRKT, I think they have a little bit better quality control, but their prices are a little richer than I like for what you get for material. Like I said, these companies need to step up in the steel. It's just, there's so much good, you know, D2 steel knives out there that are starting to compete with these companies. Didn't mention either that there's a hollow grind as well. But it does have a very pointy point. Overall, I really like the knife. It feels good in hand. If I was keeping this knife, I would either put a forward finger choil in it or remove this completely. But if you're looking for that quick deploy knife, especially right now, I've been equipping my my kid and her friend with knives because we've had a lot of the kidnappings going on right off the interstate and all this. So be prepared out there, everybody. You know, learn your children safety things for, you know, what to watch out for. You know, teach your child about protection. You know, I was carrying my first knife at single-digit age. You know, nowadays that's unheard of. You're just, what kind of parent are you? You gave your child a knife? But educate them. We turned out good. I know all of you guys are carrying knives at a very young age, so you know where I'm coming from. But just, everybody be safe out there. If you need a quick deploy knife, you know, something like this goes good. They also sell the snaggletooth feature, which is the same thing. Quick deploy out of the pocket, and they have, you know, such... Kershaw has the quick, I forget what it's even called now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm all spacey. I got lost in the corn. What do you expect? Alright guys, I want to thank Grindworx. I want to thank you guys. Check out my giveaway video. Check out my donation video. The beard's got to go. Hashtag beardochallenge. Spread it. Let everybody know. Let's fight this thing and kick it in the butt. Alright everybody, it's Justin for Blue Collar Survival. You guys be safe.